Hi everybody, happy Friday. This is my take two. Um, I was going about my normal morning today and about to do my charcoal mask, and I thought, stop. This is a prime opportunity to go and share with all those people out there that have not ever used a charcoal mask how easy it is to apply and to use. So, like I said, take two. I mucked up a little bit, so I'm doing another take. So I've already applied the charcoal mask, but I'm going to show you again how I did it, kind of like, with the magic of the camera. So charcoal mask, foundation brush. This is our brand new liquid foundation brush. It's amazing. It is very soft, very dense, so it applies everything so quickly. So doing a charcoal mask with this takes no time at all. Now, my charcoal mask, I'm coming kind of to the end of it. So one thing I just want to warn you guys about is that it can get a bit squirty. So you can squeeze it and little bits come out. So I don't want you to ruin your best clothes. So when you're doing this, make sure you've got your dressing gown on or your old clothes. And I've got a towel over I've got some cream shorts on today, so I've got a towel over those because I don't want to get black charcoal on those. It does wash out for the most part, but you know what. So anyway, so what I did is I put some of the charcoal mask on the brush, like so, and I'll just kind of go over some areas that I can tell I have been a bit skimpy with. So I always start with my T-zone. So, you want to start really in those areas that tend to get more congested. Now, I do find my T-zone gets congested the most. However, I also find I get a few little lumpy bumpy bits through here. So I always make sure I do my temples because it just really helps with anything like that. So, and then of course come through your nose. Now my nose is probably has the most blackheads of anywhere on my face. So having oily skin, blackheads are really, really hard to get rid of. Basically, if I cleanse my skin at night and I go to bed at night, even if it's like midnight and I wake up at 6, I'm going to have a slick of oil over my face because I've got oily skin. And do you know that blackheads are just oil that has been trapped in your pores that's oxidized? So that just means it's reacted with the air and it's turned to a browny black color. So it's not dirt per se, it is just oil. But once it's in there, it's really hard to remove. And that's where the charcoal mask comes in, because the charcoal mask draws impurities out. This is activated charcoal. And what activated charcoal does is it goes through a process on your skin called adsorption. Not absorption, but adsorption. So it draws out impurities, it draws out excess oil, and it unblocks those pores. So what you find, which is another bonus, is that you'll find your pores will be smaller because they haven't got the dirt and the impurities and the oil in them. So they appear smaller. And it holds double its weight, so it can really draw out a lot of impurities. I tend to prefer doing my charcoal mask in the morning. This is just my routine though, because obviously I'm not racing into town generally most mornings to go to work. I work from home, although I do have appointments and stuff. I do leave home early some mornings, but generally I can have a later start. And so I find my routine is I'll usually do some exercise. The day I do it, it'll be an exercise day. I'll come home, have a shower, and then I'll put my mask on, and then I'll go about, what I normally would do: make the bed, tidy the house, whatever it might be, pull curtains, you name it, for 20 minutes. Then I'll come back and wash it off, and then I can go about finishing off with my moisturizers and serums and what have you. So obviously before applying this, I have already cleansed my skin. So whenever you do a mask, you want to make sure you cleanse your skin first. It's really important because you want to get rid of as much dirt and excess oil and dead skin as you possibly can beforehand. It's going to be way more effective. Now the other thing so part of what's in the charcoal mask, the activated charcoal mask, is our ingredients called bentonite and kaolin, and they are the ingredients that help draw out the excess oil. So they're really, really important. There's also honeysuckle and navy bean extract in here. What they do is they work on helping with uneven skin tones. So they target skin discoloration, and they also really do help with sun damage. So if you had any sun damage, it's another great product to use to combat that. And it also has rosemary and peppermint, and those two ingredients great in skincare because they are calming. So they're going to calm your skin, and they also heal irritated skin. So a real powerhouse of ingredients here. So I think I've covered everything so far about the charcoal mask. Now I'm going to go away for 20 minutes and I'm going to come back, and you'll see how this has changed, and you'll see the areas that it's drawn out the excess oil and the impurities. So watch this space. I will be back. Okay, I'm back. It's been 20 minutes. And can you see how it's changed? So all those little black dots you can see there, that's the oil being drawn out, the impurities. And so you can see my areas that I tend to get quite oily on my whole face pretty much. But so now it's time to remove it. So I've got a warm damp face cloth, so I've squeezed it out, and I find the easiest way to remove it is to hold it for as long as you can and really just let the charcoal mask soften again. So there's no glues in this one. You probably may have seen others that are out there where you peel them off. Well, this is not a peel off one, so you don't have to worry about taking off that top layer of your skin. I've watched my daughter do those and it looks awfully painful. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend using a light coloured face cloth like I am, but you know what, it does come out in the wash for the most part. And yeah, but probably actually a charcoal coloured face cloth would be better. And I don't know if you can see, but I tend to put the charcoal mask through my brows as well, because I sometimes get a little bit of acne through my brows, funnily enough. So then we're just going to remove it. And like I said before, I've done my skincare. I've done my cleanser. So then I'm just going to pop on all my other usual bits and pieces. So for me, it's about sunscreen. So I have the day solution that I'll use, and I'll show you how easy it is to put that on. And then I also, well, actually before I do that, I do my acne prone. So I use a combination actually of things. I still tend to get some breakouts, and so it's hard to get the last bits off around your nose. So I do still use the pore purifying serum and a spot solution, just on my T-zone and my U-zone, because that's where I tend to get breakouts. So I think I've got everything off now. Okay, oh yeah, a little bit around there. And so now it is, and you might want to rinse it out. Like if I was doing this in the bathroom, I'd be rinsing that cloth out again and just doing one more thing. And I'd actually forgot about that. I'd actually be doing a bit of toner as well on a cotton pad, because you want to get any last traces off. But I forgot about that. So anyway, what I use next for me, again because of the acne, is a little bit of the Clear Proof pore purifying serum. Now I don't even use a whole pump. I put it on the back of my hand. I use like a half pump, or not quite a full pump, and I take that from the back of my hand and I dot that through there, and I just work that in with my beauty fingers, not this one if you can help it, and then just work that into all my T-zone through here, because that's where I'm going to break out. I never break out through here, and then my chin and all through there like so. And then I'm going to use a little bit of spot solution. So this has got an extra ingredient in there, an extra active ingredient, that benzoyl peroxide, that is just, it's just gonna give you that extra protection against any blocked pores. So that's what I like to use. In same places again. When my acne was really bad, I was covered through here as well, and I would also put one pump through here, and it was amazing at clearing that. That was after having children. It's just all hormonal changes and things. And then of course I put my trusty day solution on. Now this is your daytime moisturizer. For me, I can use this on its own sometimes because I'm using these other things as well, but you may like to follow it up with your day cream. So the day solution's got SPF 30. Now for me, I always do 2 pumps. I do it on the back of my hand, so I'll do 1, 2, and a little bit for my eyes. And so 1 pump is going to go everywhere on my face, and the little bit here I dot around my eyes, just through here. I'll show you what I'll do with that. And then this bit here goes through here, because this is the area that we tend to get most sun damage, because it's always in the sun and we often forget to protect that area. So just make sure you do that, and then up through with your neck, and then just work your day solution in like so with your beauty fingers, not forgetting under here, and then tap or pat that the last little bit around your eyes, around your orbital bones, because we want to make sure that all those good ingredients are going into our eye skin as well. We want to protect there. And the day solution, if you've seen my post on my Facebook Live about that, you'll hear all of the fabulous things that go into Day Solution. So for me, before the day cream came out, that would be my day moisturizer. Now we've got this, I sometimes will pop a little bit of this over the top. But being oily too, and using those Clear Proof products, I feel like I'm getting a good amount of hydration. And the Day Solution is actually hydrating as well. But just because I can, I'm going to pop some of this everywhere there. And then I'm pretty much done for the day. And today, don't have any appointments today. So I'm just going to have a no makeup day. I've got a little bit of eyeliner on. And I did a little bit of my brows before, but that's about it. And I'm quite happy with that today because I'll just be in my office. I've got some visitors coming around this afternoon. But otherwise, that is me done for the day. Hope you've enjoyed that, ladies and gents, if there's any gents out there as well. And I will see you probably this time next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.